Hello, everybody. um, Rough day today. Had some issues with the internet, and someone deal with the internet. And guess what? Decide to go ahead and book a flight so I can travel. And guess what happens? The universe pick up the dates somehow. Instead of traveling this month, I have to travel in January. And guess what? I booked the ticket, and the ticket is unrefundable. So following the universe. And that's all I can do. It's following the universe from within. But today we're going to talk on about fear of truth, speaking the truth and receiving the truth. And we're going to dive from within the fears. Okay, the fear that is actually the birth of a secret agendas, secret directions that you have, and you have this fear of the truth, that the truth will comes out about these situations from within. So that fear of you've been within these agendas or these directions, it helps you and prevents you to send, but you also to receive, because you don't know of what it might come out as directions. Directions leads to actions. Okay, an agenda that is a your projections, your energies towards the future, and you have to face your fears. By the way, this question goes to the credit for this questions. It goes to Natalia, and I want to say thank you to Natalia that she gives this topic of our discussions daily here. Okay, so let's recognize the people who are in the chat. Christine, Diamond B, Unseen and Set, Lorianne, Margot, Josh, thank you for reporting in. Erica, Richard, CF. Oh, we have a special guest today. Thank you for the love. Beloved Empress, thank you for all of you that coming in today. So fear of the truth. Hi, Aurora. Thank you for coming in. So fear. Why would you fear in the first place? Fear is the illusions. You see through the illusions. You see through this. So if you understand that was the illusions, why would you have to fear something that it's fake, something that maybe exists, doesn't exist, or maybe something from within your own self? The fear of the truth speaking, it becomes with your internal conflict within yourself. The one it's created because you're trying to see the realities within yourself. The reality that it's the physical reality, the physical need, the physical existence, the physical situations, and the other reality is within your spirituality, within your soul, within your heart. What is going on in there? A lot of the people are fearing to speak you the truth because that might end up relationships, that might end up situations, that might be putting an end of the existence or survival. Okay, especially the people who are in survival mode, they have this for it. They have fear of speaking their truth for it because the truth within them is they have this survival because they cannot do it on their own, but they do something else. They speak something else. So they're coming in, and when the fear comes out that what is the truth that comes in, now they have a fear. But in you, what is it within you? A lot of the fear of you speaking in the truth is because there is a difference of these two positions, one of your human based existence, one of your human based needs, one of the heart based needs, and what is your spirituality within yourself. You looking for these agendas and you looking for these directions from within you. Until you don't understand that these two things they are coming in to create the duality from within, so you can have one decision, one agenda, one direction, one from within you. And that's what comes the oneness. Once the oneness is achieved within yourself, that oneness actually helps you to live within the world and overcome the fear of not speaking your truth. You don't have the fear because you made your conscious decisions, and you got this conscious peace from these two parts within yourself. Until you haven't learned this and begin to mastering this from within you, you're always going to have a fear of speaking your truth. How about receiving? The receiving is you will receive information, you will receive things from other people. It turns out to be badly. Somebody promise you something, probably promise you situations and so on. Guess what? You believe in these directions, you believe these agendas, and all of a sudden they turn out to be something different. Now, when a people comes in with similar agendas, with similar directions, now guess what? You have a fear because you experiencing something from within. You have these walls. You have these walls to believe again, to open up again, and so on and so on. Why? Because two things from within you, they're still there within yourself. You will feel want to become one within yourself. You're going to feel when somebody is one within them. Yes, you will. You're going to feel like something is there. But if it's something it's off, it's going to be that off is going to tell you about the giving, speaking, and receiving and understanding the truth from within you. As long that internal conflict within you is understand. Okay, for some of the people, some of the psychology, they said about that people never lie. They never lie because of they use the truth about their human-based existence and survival. So from that earthly point of base of view, they are speaking the truth, but within their mind, they didn't. Now, since we are awakened, we are looking at through these situations, and we're looking to unite the soul with what's going on within ourselves, particularly from a 3D standpoint of view. Also, the people who are actually speaking within their soul, but they abandon that 3D positions and they say something, but in real life there is something totally untruth. Here is another conflict. You speak the truth from the soul, but from the early matters, it wasn't. So it's missing the oneness from within you. So when you have these fears, looking at through the fears, where they came from, where the first time you actually got these fears in you, how was they ever developed? What was the person energy? What was your energies within you? But when you look and understand this and you overcome this fear by the truth speaking within you, you go more towards oneness within yourself, the authenticity from within you. You build out the authenticity. Once you build the authenticity, you are ready through the energy of the authenticity, you to send, but you also to receive. You to speak, but you also to listen the truth. Because you know what the authenticity as the vibrations now it is from within you. And you're looking for confirmations of that authenticity. That is going to be something that we are going to learn right now within all this. Someone backs it up, their agendas, their directions in life, with the actions performing within the 3D. That way, the soul finished the missions they has to do with something within the 3D, whatever the situations might be. That way, the agendas and the directions, they're going to the same flow with energy. that creates these emotions, that creates these vibrations. So is the gravitations that we have within you, that it's materializing into the 3D life. It's not really complicated when I'm looking at this situations from within, but the fear is actually a truth. Okay, fear is actually a truth about the misguiding directions. That's what it is. Basically, it's a form of a lie within, because lie and truth, they are the true opposite. But the fear begins to be this energy that actually is your wall. The fear to open and the fear to send, the fear to open it up to receive. That's what a lot of the people, they have fear of the truth. But if they begin to understand the power of the truth speaking and the power of the truth sent and receive, then they have this more beautiful power energies within themselves to be themselves much and better in a different level. You to have true human-based communications in the very good divinely matters within yourself. First, intend with others, because what's is inside of you, it becomes a actions outside of you. So if you have a hard time of speaking your truth, begin to speak in your truth. If you have a hard time of receiving the truth, then belief is something beautiful. But belief begins to be backed up with the actions, and actions speaking louder than words. And that's what we need to learn. We need to learn and talk with people who said they're going to do this and they're doing it. Of course, nobody's perfect. There is no perfection. Don't strive for perfections. Strive from the truth, and the truth is perfected from within itself. So simple. Because true love, once it's coming from the truth, it doesn't have to be colorized, it doesn't have to be glorified and everything. The truth glorifies the true love on its own. That's all. That's pretty much it. But if you have a fears, where did you develop these fears? Or if you're lying, if you have a different agendas from within you, where did you learn that from as a behavior? So, Tweety, there you go. Hi, everyone. Undercover Natalia. Okay. Thank you, Secret Agent Natalia, for John. Hey, thank you. Thank you for coming in. And look within yourself about these fears. The fears coming in when somebody lied to you. The fears comes in somebody cheat on you. The fears coming in and so many of these hidden things for. And when it comes to you, you performing it. Be more. I mean, bullheaded. Okay, go more with the bullhead of the truth, because whatever is in you, that's what you're going to attract within yourself, and so on. The true warrior from within you is you, not somebody else. You get into this fight, you get into this energies, you're gonna be finding somewhere the point of uh, internal wisdom inside of you. That internal wisdom from inside of you, it's going to lead you to the path you're seeking, the true path you're seeking from within yourself. Don't know how to give you this as a vibration. Is opened from within yourself, these connections with unlimited knowledge, unlimited wisdom, and you begin to have these downloads once you get to this. In order you to get to this, though, you have to be the truth within you, because you're using this knowledge for something else. You're not using it for manipulation, manifestations, and so on and so on. You're doing it for other people, you're helping other people from within. And when I do that, you get into the sense of mission. But the first mission it is about to overcome the fear of speaking, first of all. And the second of all, you have to overcome a fear of speaking your truth within. And that's what the people I've been talking to, they have this fear overcome when they're talking to me, you guys sharing some things within me, and keep it up in there. But you know how that beautiful feels when you actually get that truth from within, because I see the people when I talk to, I have this and this, but I have this and that. So I actually, when someone says me this, I see the opposite directions within them, and I understand why that happens. Some of the people were amazed of like, I never seen this. I never look at it into this. I see what you're saying. I see what it is. But when you find the ultimate truth within yourself, we spoke about the coin model before. You look at it, this absolute truth within you coming together. You have one conscious, one mind, one ego, one soul. Everything has one agenda. You to be happy in life. You to be happy with the person you are. You become your best version of yourself. You're always going to be seen key for evolutions and improvement. We're not talking about constantly healing, healing, healing. There's going to be a point of stop healing. You're going to stop evolving. Now, if you have to evolve and heal at the same time, that probably it's going to be the most of the cases, because we are evolving by healing something from past directions, past situations, and so on from within. But there's going to be a point that you're actually only evolving within yourself. So that's what I had for you guys. If you have any questions up here, comments, share something, or if you have any idea for a topics for tomorrow, let me know. So try to put the things more, not that, for it a little bit more. They call it KISS. Keep it short and simple. So, Tweety, hopefully you like this information. So, you might feeling the current energies are way too many to deal with so many issues. You might feel the current energies like your mind goes a million thousands of directions. But look from within you at the current energies. Look inside. You'll find there to overcome the fear. Once you overcome the fear and you feel good within you, then you're gonna be continue doing this to yourself. Oh yes, trust, surrender, let it go, and allowance the things to happen the way it happens. Yes. Uh, oh yeah, even surrendering the pains. Yes, just let the things sort it out on their own within the energies. You don't have to hold on. You don't have to grab. If you have to talk to someone, you allow them to talk to you. You're just asking, hey, can we talk? And so on and so on. During those intense moments, though, you're going to learn to let it go of the needs, because the needs becomes demands. Now you understand when someone comes to you to give you their attentions, their love, their communications from within you. You learn it because they want to give it to you. You also want to give it to them. not just to use it for something, not just to gain something. You just want to have exchange because we all need exchanges. Through the exchange, we all evolve. Okay, so everyone has needs. We're talking about you have material needs, physical needs, financial needs, and you have emotional needs, and so on and so on. But when you let it go, you free yourself of these needs. You free yourself of the basics of the codependency. And when I leave that codependency, which is that's what the energies are right now, Josh. So happy that you're here. Guess what? We're all ready to receive without demand. All right, Tweety. I just have a one open discussion with my work college, and I skip your first advices. And she noticed that I have some pretty wise advices how to connect to the opposites. Um, Pretty good advices. Oh, okay. All right. I don't know what that's mean about your colleagues. But what I was saying, so on, I always enjoy when you motivate us to come out and speak our truth as a TF. Thanks. Beloved Empress, yes, I had a very hard time overcoming this fear, speaking your truth as a TF. Always had that the first 2 years, I think, until I come out really out and open and overcome these fears. I was fighting from within. Specifically, the first year I came out, began to post things within the closed groups and so on. I posted on some of my page. I began to crack that open, really. Write a lot of posting, I write a lot of quotes, even to the people that I make a quote, but on the top I write something on my own, and people begin to tell me, "Dio, you're writing better than the quote actually is." I'm like, "Whoops!" I didn't recognize too much this energy. So, but later on, I actually kind of like could get myself out of the closed groups. Begin to do the things only on open because I understood that when you are in the closed groups, you're in a closed environment, you're hiding that you're a twin flame. Guess what? That is that limitations, that is that fear of the truth within you. But if you look within yourself, if you look within yourself, the truth within the soul is telling you what actually the truth is. And little by little, you have to face this fear of out in the open to be as a twin flame. I know it's hard. I know it's scary. It's scaring the crap out of you. Okay? You're scared everything from within you. But when you do it, guess what happens? You don't have that lower intense energy that you always have to hide. You always have to be pretend. You always going against what you feel within your soul. You don't feel the guilt, the shame. And then when you overcome that fear, guess what happens? You gaining the powers within you as a twin flame. Now you're acting as a twin flame. Where you did something. You unified yourself within this process. I spoke about this in some of the videos. I spoke about this even some of the workshops, and that people who overcome this, people who become in the public as a twin flames, they found themselves down the road as a like a public speaker, writer, posts, something to do within the twin flame. Because when you're hiding all this from within you, uh, that prevents you from evolving. Uh, so Dio motivate me, and I sent to my TF very open CMs. He didn't respond there yet. You need to understand right now within the soul connections, when you send the messages out and so on, there is so many energies that are out in the play right now. Specifically, we're talking about within the Scorpio season, even today when the moon is in Leo. And you guys know we're gonna have this squaring all over the place because we have some lot of things in Scorpio, we have some things in Aquarius, we have things in Taurus. All this squaring and situations out from Scorpio, there is energies going all over the place. It's like 20 plus different aspects we're talking about. And I know that right now, even if you send a message to someone, it's going to be like, oh my God, what I need to do, what directions I need to take. And you feel like your mind is all over the place. It's kind of like you maybe look like so many things. It's good that you send them a message out. You to take this energy out of you, you to send these situations out of you. But for the expectations, how they gonna take it? Don't have the expectations. Give them a time to kind of like go through this internal process because right now the internal processes are kind of like a heavy from within. If you have the truth within you, then it's gonna be no problem. But since we are in this gravity, even within me, when I talk to sometimes with someone, I have a hard time to understand what it is going on. What is this whole situation, especially if you have collective energies, personal energies, and the connections energies, and you're like, my goodness, what the hell is going on with the world? Okay, but it's very good, Tweety, that you did that. I mean, Natalia. Now I'm fighting with my ego. Yeah, you need to understand that fight with the ego is because they're not going to respond to you. It triggers your anger, which is you to have the patience. It triggers the Mars that is in Gemini. And people who are in a hurry up and expecting something and so on and so on, it's going to be triggered their ego. But if you overcome that, it comes in the divine energies from Mars that it's using this divine feedback. Okay, those divine feedback is powerful. That divine feedback brings a lot of things within you. You see my point? Some of you is going to be like, I want to cut this connection out. I want to disconnect from this. I want to disconnect from that. I don't need this person. I don't need these connections. I don't need this, and this. I don't want to communicate because this, and this. Because there's so many connections. You're trying to cut things out because those are the things that they are preventing you, pulling you down. But if you look at it underneath, down there, that it's everything gets piles up is actually from within you, not the person, not to cut connection with the person, not to disconnect with situation, not with this. You actually to evolve. When you evolve, you begin to understand all these situations. Once you understand them, you're reacting differently. And you take a flight. You put your wings as an angel and you just taking a flight. Uh, Oh yeah, you go say, "Why did you do that?" It was his turn. You don't say whose turn it is. You just do what you need to do. You give them, you reply to them, and so on. And you're like, "Okay, that's what this is. That's what the situation is." How do you tell your twin that you're and that person are twins when they don't believe in those situations? That would be very good, actually. Questions. You just tell them what it is. You just tell them, we have the soul connections. If you're interested more about our soul connections, I suggest you to go ahead and educate yourself. If you need more help, I'm here for you. Just search it and see what it is. If they are angry, if they are mad, and so on, and they're going to be probably, you know what, you're crazy, you are nuts, you're not the right thing, you're not this. And you know what, I'm going to be blocking you. I don't want to hear anything from you. I don't want to see anything about it. They still have a lot of the process, which is I seen this begin within a lot of people right now with this because they cannot take the pressure of transformation and evolutions. They begin to use the old energies that they know. If the person who doesn't bring me a positive, that mean brings me a negative. Compared to the energy that right now is, I'm learning from the positive and the negative, and I'm receiving wisdom. I don't have to cut people. The people decide if they want to cut with me. You see what the difference is right now? We've been practicing this difference in the past 8 months. Some of you is gonna be yes. I know. Right, Rich? Okay. It was good that you're very diplomatic, Tweety, but that's what I found out when I talk about it with strangers. They typically are fascinated and have a similar experience inside. Spiritual people find each other. No need to fear. Quantum, exactly. You don't. What's going to happen? You're going to die? No, you're not dying. You're energy. How are you going to die? You even can go to the black hole inside, and you think you died is an energy inside of that black hole. No, you actually go into this energy in there into the black hole where all the energies begin and they piles up, intensify. They are attracting until of the point that that attractions begins to spin. When it begins to spin inside, it creates two oppositions. If you've been spinning something too fast, you will find that at some point it begins to do this. It spins, but also does this. When it does this, the energy is stretching out the black hole and that energy pulling out. And when it begins to turn, that's how the spiral galaxies, which is also the Milky Way, is created. So here is overcome the fear of death. We're not going to die. Just speaking your truth and no need to fear. Exactly. Tweety, I've told him that I presume that he also noticed that we are, if I say it in a very basic sense, that we are energetically connection. Very good. Tell him. Yes, you're going to have energetic connections. Yes, they're beautiful. They're very beautiful, actually. And they have purpose. All your soul connections, all your energetic connections, all your energetic ties, they have purpose. And that is what the beauty is. That's why you don't cut contacts. You don't do things. You wait to see the purpose because sometimes the purpose comes in after a certain growth from within. Paulina, hi to you and everyone. Hi, Paulina. Thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here. Um, Impossible for me to pretend since we told our families almost instantly after we ignited. It was way more complicated to explain the separations. Oh yeah, oh, the separations is always is hard to explain. Why? Why? Oh, CF. Oh, CF or Josh, can you take care of that for me? For it. Thank you. Uh, the separations is actually comes in because of the fears. You have to tell the truth of the fear. And sometimes it's hard to explain that the separations is needed for determinations of real love. And if it wasn't real love, if it wasn't hidden agendas, hidden directions, if there was no truth, then was that real love? And if it's not, it will be dissolved. It will be disconnected. It will have no purpose anymore. For but if it was, it will come back. It will reignite and will change everything from within. But the lesson is learned about this. So it's very hard to explain the separations process. For most of the twins, it's hard because it's lack of truth in there. Because if it was the truth was there, there will be no separation. there will be a work, collective work to healing and evolving and so on. Usually the separation comes in after the fear of truth comes out. Okay, the truth's coming out, so is the fear. So the one person who fears the truth bolts out. You know who bolts out of the connection, guys? That's will be the runner with him. Because you are the chaser of the truth, you chasing the truth. So okay, right. Thank you. Actually, I've noticed my ego is just now kind of thinking, yes, quantum exactly. I'm shocked how people who are also TF starting coming to my life. Yeah, you, Paulina. Yes, the TFs are they gonna coming into your life because that's what you are. When you are this, you attract this to come to you, and it's beautiful. Right? It is beautiful with this for it. Okay, it's beautiful that comes in. CF, thank you for coming in, Rich. Let's find some time, sometimes to talk. Haven't jumped with you in a while, but whenever you got a chance, just messaging me. Where was I? Okay, all right, I got it. After all those messages, he chose not to stay because he wants soul love more than physical. I'm soul wife, and I must listen him. He want to be the truth with me. Trust me, the first time with me. When he choose for it, people begin to think about that. They have to give up their freedom when they're with the twin flame. They gotta give up all this human-based behavior with the twin flame. They have to um, kind of like a sacrifice everything about the connections. While they misunderstand that this is actually going through the corporations, not losing your freedom, you're actually finding the things that you are living to. You are free to be with your twin flame. You're free to do everything with your twin flame. You are free of judgment because you are with your twin flame. And nobody can tell you jack cramp. But most of the people have a hard time with this. Paulina, we were both now ready. Works quite well. I still say it's not possible to deny the connecting though. Yeah, when both are now ready, there may be a time. But if the one other person it's really decide to stay in the lower energies or the lower situations, the other person takes the other side. The one takes the low road, as a Lindy County said, and the other takes the high road from within. And you either learn through the high road or through the low road. You need to understand there's going to be this learning curves. Does that remind you of something? Yeah, it's the infinity sign. So when both are not ready for it, they're learning about this fear, to face the fear of speaking the truth. Perfect, Paulina. Very good. Thank you. We don't have soul connection all the time, but we have soul connection like divine, like angelic. Pretty good. And Josh, I got you 6. Josh, thank you, man. Glad that you're here. Quantum, yes, I asked for and offered some truth in exchange and got blocked instantly. I know how that goes. Yeah, when I demanded the truth, it didn't get the truth, and actually was told totally opposite of the truth. That this it was. I was like, ooh, I was very angry by the way. That bit it sin in public. Okay, and I was just like, you know what? Don't text me, don't call me anymore. Just block for it. And you're looking at in this for what happened in there when you ask the truth and you know the truth from within because you're authentic. You don't want to engage within this anymore. Okay, and the other side can also block you. They will block you. If you unblock them, just leave the doors open. They can come and they can talk. But guess what? Over the time, they're going to feel the guilt, the shame, the situations from within them. They need to have this truth. Why? They don't sleep well. They don't have situations well in their life. There is no other things are coming in. That energy that they left of these agendas that were within them, they have to let it go of their systems. Otherwise, they're attracting more of what it is within them. So this blocked and instantly, it is actually this overcoming situations. If you're angry with someone, don't let them do what they did. They cannot take the energy of the truth within them. Later on, they're going to understand that they're going to pay the price for this truth, because part of this life here is you to become the truth from within you, because this is the center of everything. The center of everything, guys. Be the truth, with the truth, true love, true happiness, true heart, true intimacy, true relationships, true business. You see what I'm saying? That's where the twin flames are coming. To stop all this fakiness of creating families. To stop all these false situations in the families. To talk about this unification from within you to unifications with another complete person. The world has not seen many of this. That's what is so hard. But when it's achieved, then the energies begins to poof, go out there. So yes, Tiffany, like button, please. My twin don't block me now. Wow. Okay. So many people fall short because of fear. Yes. Actually, Natalia, Tiffany. I don't know what I say, Natalia. For Tiffany, actually, that's what this is, the fear. And your fears is going to be triggered one way or another, and so on and so on. Especially when you're confused. Why you're confused? If you look at it within the confusion, you're confusing of what is the truth, because you may have something from within you, and then you're looking at something else, and then you're wondering what is the truth stands within you. But there are fears, okay, when we're looking at within deeply within the fears, when we take time to understand it, we overcome it. We overcome the issues, we can overcome the situations inside of us. So, yes, big issues in fear. But when they understand that there is nothing to fear, then there is evolution from it. All right, Erica, have a good one, and good luck with what you're doing. So, yeah, the question is you to have no regrets of speaking your truth. You learn to speak your truth because of you. Otherwise, you're not telling the truth the way it is. Guess what? You're gonna feel guilty from within. You're gonna feel different for it. You're not gonna feel okay. You're not gonna feel okay of unfinished communications, unfinished conversations. You're not gonna feel okay. You know, understand certain things are not good like that. Until you solve everything, and everything goes back into the peace, and you're happy from within yourself. Really, happy from within you. All right. Revati, hi. Thank you for coming here. Is anyone coming in with agenda that we want to talk about tomorrow? Anyone? give you help on this. Talking about energies. Okay, currently the moon is at 1 degree freedom, so 24 hours. Mm. The moon's still gonna be at Leo, the midpoint. Okay. Venus is gonna be in the edge of moving to Sagittarius. Expressions. There's going to be how to do expressions, how to express your feelings, what it needs to be done at that point. Let's see, 6 hours forward. Situations. Learnings. Hard lessons. Karma. Something like that. Topic: shifting from healing to leading by example. That's very good, actually. If you guys okay with Josh, please supporting Josh. If you have anything else in mind, please put it in. You guys under control of what are we gonna be chatting tomorrow. Right, you got a thumbs up, Josh. I guess that might be okay. Shifting. From healing. We definitely need more leaders. Healing time is coming to an end. Josh, you're not the only one actually feeling this. Do you know that? I know people, we talk about this yesterday exactly from this. We talk about healing has to end. Yep. You're not the only one. A lot of the people are feeling this. And yes, a lot of the people have to overcome and become their leader. First, a leader within themselves, and then becomes a leader by example. So, yep. Hopefully, there's going to be a lot of good leaders coming out of this group that comes in the 8 months and from now on begin with. So, I strongly believe there is some people who's going to jump out. And the next 2-3 days, it's a pretty good time to jump, to cross the paths, to cross lines, to cross love, to cross parameters, to cross spheres. So I got blocked up on a group because I said healing time is running out. Got called all kinds of names, a liar, truth is power. Oh, Josh. God bless these people who blocked you, because if you're speaking your truth, boy, you pull a lot of triggers in there. I know a lot of people wants to stay in healing mode because that's the victim mentality. Oh, I'm not good in it. I'm not good. Yeah, you're not good enough, but that doesn't mean that you need to understand some of the healing is going to happen actually when the healing is it's going to come in when you evolve and you look what it is. So imagine a perfect road. You don't need healing. You don't need anything. Okay? But down the road, there was, before you, there was a flood. And guess what? The road is broken. So you need to heal the road itself. So you put yourself to work in there and you fix the road so the others can be coming after you. That is also healing, okay? But when we're talking about personal healing, is personal healing ends when you cross boundaries, cross things. You're gonna end up of other things. So thanks for the confirmations. Yes, Paulina. Today I woke up with the thought: why do we have to hurt on this journey? We all deserve to enjoy this experience, no matter the outcome. I wish more people understand it. Actually, yes, Paulina. Yes, you're totally correct. And I think you are one of the persons here that may be crossing the lines together with Josh and kind of a few other people. But yes, why do we have to hurt? We don't have to do hurt to enjoy the journey. How about you just take your backpack and you go and travel light, okay? Because with the heart, you can't travel light. Your heart, it's preventing you from this, okay? And that, it's also passing through. Stop passing the pain. Stop healing within the pain and go keep moving forward. And it's very good actually uh, as a topic. Maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow, maybe we should talk about why do we have to hurt? Or Paulina, if you want to make it as a topic suggestions, we can work on it. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. When we realize what exactly we are paying, because as an illusion experience, pain is a previous as bliss. Yes, that right there hits the spot. And now, when you begin again, you want to look at it to get in on the road, and you remember the previous bliss, but that was actually a fear. Now you're confused from within you. What do you feel? And the only thing that tells you is look the actions of the person, and that will tell you. You know, sometimes when I get into this confusion, it triggers the things that happens within me in the past of previous bliss. And you're totally correct, Josh. I think you need to work on yourself, become a more out of the box, open the Pandora box within yourself. And you have enough to starting something from within you, Josh. Yes, I think that energy is within you. Otherwise, why would you put this topic? Okay. Are you ready to lead by example? Just pushing your button, buddy. Sure, we can use it as a topic. All right. Well, Paulina, if you want to see how you're gonna formalize it, this, and I'm gonna write it down. And we're gonna talk about the topic tomorrow, not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. How about that? That's what I'm doing every day, dear. Yeah, I know, Josh. You're fighting still within you, but it's gonna be okay coming out. Yes, I know you're working hard. I know you're working hard. You've been working hard for a while, actually. I didn't came all the way down from 11D to watch Madness. Yes, we're kind of like feeling this relaxations when we do the right things. Yeah, I feel also the relaxations when we do the right things as a group here. And sometimes you feel like, but guess what? There was always something from within you that keep on going, keep on going. It's okay. Hard, yeah, that's okay. Keep on going. It'll be okay. It's gonna get easy. Keep on going. Yeah, yeah. No, it's keeping going. It gets better. Yes, and that's what this is. Let's evolve the species. You got that agenda right of the evolutions from within. You got that right. You got that perfectly right from within you. So, yes. Everything is an illusion, a perception. Detach in your perceptions changes. Yes, exactly. Imagine you are attached to a spaceship. You're in this spider attached to a spaceship. And your perceptions is that you're part of that spaceship. But when you detach yourself and you begin to move, how is your view? Just from the spaceship point of view, or from universe point of view, or something else? And when you are detached from the illusions of the thing, what is going to be coming in is the reality that's going to hit you in your face. That's what this is. And you'll see that your perceptions really changes from within you. Really changes from within you. All right, guys. Um, let's close this session out here. I want to leave you off what I wrote it down under the descriptions of below the video for to understand that the fear is about that the truth about something that was not truth. Look from within you. Look, become more real to you. It's gonna get you to a place you never been, to a level of existence, level of evolutions, as a Josh said, in a whole another ball game. But don't play games with this. Live truthfully within. It's different when you watch the game. It's different when you are in the game. But it's more different is when you love and you play this game of life because you're happy from within you. You enjoy the internal happiness within yourself in life. And by you facing this fear of truth, okay, you're going to be able to give and receive and so on. All right, guys. Love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for coming in. And you guys, be love and light. Okay? Love you. Beautiful inner peace in this chat room. I love it. I love these energies. We've been keeping up these energies of internal peace here. Pretty good. A lot of pretty good consistency. We kind of like a setting up as a standard here. And I see how this inner peace in the chat room here builds something solid from it. I know you guys like it. All right. Shares the love. Good luck, guys. See you tomorrow.